Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Darren, and it's great to have you here. Today we're going to do a week ahead reading, mainly to see what we need to be aware of, what we're expecting to come up, and how we can deal with those energies when they do. Okay, as usual, I like to use the Rider-Waite deck. It's quite a common deck for everybody to use, and it helps when you're trying to learn as well. Okay, so the first card that we have today, representing the beginning of the week, is the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is quite an exciting card. Actually, it represents opportunity, wishes, chasing your dreams and fulfillment. So when we see the Nine of Cups come out to represent a period such as the beginning of the week, we want to focus on what we're trying to achieve. It brings a really positive energy for helping us to achieve our dreams, to make progress on things, and to be hopeful and optimistic that we're on the right path. It's known as the card of wishes, usually by a lot of readers, as it's a really powerful manifestation tool that tells you to keep going, to keep working towards your dreams because they're almost about to manifest. You can see that it also, with the little man there, he's also very confident and proud of what he's achieved so far. He has faith that he's going to continue to achieve his dreams and get everything he wants in life. So when we see him coming out at the start of the week, it's actually quite a good sign that the week should hopefully go well, which we'll see from the rest of the cards. But basically, when we get the Nine of Cups at the start of the week, you're being encouraged over the first few days, Monday, Tuesday, to really just focus and to think about what you want to manifest, what you're trying to achieve this week or just in life in general, to write down some goals for yourself, what you're trying to do, and to maybe journal about them, or just to find time to think about your manifestations, whether it's mantra, affirmations, or whatever you choose, just to stay positive and to think about all the ways and steps that you can take to get closer to achieving your dreams with this card. Okay, so let's have a look at the second card. The second card is the Six of Pentacles. So this is representing the middle of the week. This card represents balance in the tarot. So it's predominantly a card focusing on your finances. As you can see, the Pentacle suit represents money. It's our material things, so work, money, things like that. And what this card encourages you to focus on when it comes out is to look at your energy of giving as well as receiving. You might find yourself being asked for a handout this week. Somebody might be asking you for help. You know, they can't pay a certain bill and they need a little bit of a pick-me-up from you. This card encourages you to be generous, that you've got enough, that you know that you have enough, and to find the time to reach out and help that person, give them the money that they need. Of course, this card also, you can't just focus on giving with the Six of Pentacles. This is also about the balance of receiving. So as it might happen, you might also find yourself in need this week. So when you do come up in a situation throughout the middle of the week where you might be a little bit short and find yourself needing something, and there's a friend or family member around that you know can help to support you, just ask them for help. Or if somebody offers you something, whether it's money or, I don't know, an opportunity to do something for you, to help you with something at work, then be open to the idea of letting them help you. Sometimes it's important to let others achieve their own goals and feel that sense of gratitude when they give to us. And a lot of us will close that down because we're too proud to take help. We think that we're really successful already and we don't really need to do anything about it. You know, we don't need other people's help or whatever it is. So the Six of Pentacles tries to encourage you to find that balance, which you can see in the scales there, the balance between giving and receiving. So while the Pentacles is focused on material things like money and work, It is also about finding the balance of your energies and being careful, especially when you're manifesting with the Nine of Cups at the start of the week, that you're not just pushing and solely focusing on that idea or those steps that you're trying to achieve, to make sure that you're giving yourself time to relax and not overdoing it in one area of your life. You can't just constantly push at work, for instance, and not give yourself time to relax and have fun at home. So it is also about balancing all of your energies, not just your finances, with the Six of Pentacles. Being generous, but also accepting the generosity of others, which is an important distinction because a lot of people don't do that. We tend to try to make it all by ourselves, and it can be difficult when you realize that you might need to accept help. So if you get to the middle of the week and you find things, either you're called upon to help somebody else or they're calling on you for help, be quick to either offer them the aid that they're asking for or just to accept help. Let them give you what they feel that you need. Okay, so let's have a quick look now at the final card for the week. This covers the weekend as well. So like the Friday, Saturday, Sunday as you move through the final part of the week. Okay, so we got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a nice card to have to come out. It sort of shows that like the beginning of the week, we're sort of starting on a high with the Nine of Cups and that focus on your intention. When we come to the end of the week, the Page of Cups brings that sense of optimism. So there's an enthusiasm and an excitement about something or an inspiration. Usually, as you can see with the little fish jumping out of the cup, he's focusing on that, but he's still somewhat surprised by it. So it's that moment of inspiration, that aha, something's going to happen. And this usually comes in our emotions, our intuition, and our feeling side of life. So if you are looking for relationships or anything along those lines, or even if you're starting a spiritual life, this can be a positive sign that something new, a new idea is forming or a new opportunity is coming. Or good news with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a sign that good news about what you're hoping for is coming. So he encourages you to be optimistic and positive about the week ahead. So when we look at these cards all together as a grand summary for the week, it seems pretty optimistic, especially with the Nine of Cups. So we're sort of seeing this push at the beginning of the week to start focusing on what we want to do, to focus on our dreams, our manifestations, to keep putting our intentions out there, to keep trying to think about what we want, to manifest that energy, to write in our journals what we want to manifest, or to work our mantras, and to constantly try and keep those thoughts, money's coming, love's coming, whatever it is that you're focusing on with the Nine of Cups. And as you move into the middle of the week, you've got that sense of balance where you need to focus on what you're putting out, what you're bringing back in, helping others, receiving help from others, and just in general balancing all of your energies with the Six of Pentacles. And there's a new opportunity coming at the end of the week with the Page of Cups. There could be some grand new idea that you've come across, something that strikes you out of the blue, most likely related to your manifestations. It's good to see this sort of card at the end of a week where you've started and you've been focusing the whole week on, even if it's just one simple step or one thing that you wanted to do. The Page of Cups can be a really positive sign that you've either got the idea that you need and it starts to come out and you know how to do that first step now, or it shows signs that the good news is coming, that you are working towards your goals, that you'll see some sign or manifestation that things are starting to come to fruition. And it's quite positive. So in general, this looks to be quite a productive week. Focus on staying balanced and not just obsessing over what you're trying to achieve and causing problems with anybody else in your life. Just stay in your same lane, do your focus, and be there as a matter of support for somebody else if they need to. Thank you for coming to today's reading. I hope it's been helpful. It's a little bit different format to what I usually do. I tend to like to do the readings beforehand and lay them out, but today I thought I'd do something different. So I hope this helps and offers you some insight into the week ahead, and that the manifestations and dreams that you're working with all comes to pass. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.